Hello everybody and welcome back to Toons Reviews. It has been months and months since my good friend Alex and I have made videos. And a lot has happened in that time, so I'm going to give you a fun little update. So as you can see, we are in a different location. Me and my fiance ended up splitting up, so she's now my ex-fiance. It was an amicable decision. There's still love there. There was nothing nasty, nothing horrendous that happened. Life just happens sometimes. So I ended up moving into a new place, and this is where you're going to see our set for future videos. This is going to be the room in which you'll see us doing any kind of content for the channel. And life is good, so I hope you're all doing well out there. We are going to start this out with a fun little fragrance that I found called Wake Up World by Parle Moi de Parfum. Wake Up World was launched in 2022. This fragrance contains bergamot, apple, and it has some spice and some amber and some vanilla in it. It also contains a little dose of lavender. So this is a very calming, almost crisp, cool, fall, fruity, warm fragrance. And it's very, very evocative of fragrances that were released in the 90s, actually. This fragrance is a powerhouse. I think that I could closely associate this fragrance with something like the new Sauvage Elixir from Dior. When first applied, this fragrance has a lot of citrus in the opening. The bergamot and the apple adds a really nice fruity, crisp nuance that reminds me of fall, almost like a crisp fall breeze. Then as the fragrance continues on into about an hour, you'll start to get some of those notes that contain the more warming elements like the amber and the vanilla. This fragrance has to be one of the most complimented scents that I've worn in the last 6 months. Everyone that I know personally, whenever I wear this, compliments it. People that don't like perfume compliment this fragrance, and I think that it's a wonderful, universally loved scent that most people can appreciate, whether you're a male or a female. The occasions in which you could wear Wake Up World are pretty limitless. I feel like this is a great fragrance that you could use for the office, casually. You could wear this at college if you're taking classes. You could wear this to a gathering if it's like a semi-formal occasion, a date night. It's a really, really wonderful scent that's a Swiss Army knife. It is something that everyone's going to find pleasing for the most part, unless there are folks out there that obviously don't like perfume at all. But I think that this is one that's going to be loved by the masses, and if you haven't checked this out yet, I highly recommend that you do. As far as performance goes, this is lasting all day. This is a powerhouse. This reminds me of things that were released in the early 90s, like Abercrombie & Fitch Woods, Tommy Hilfiger's Tommy. It has some of that DNA that reminds me of those earlier works, and it also packs a punch like those earlier works. It is a fragrance that has a bit of a fougere element to it, so there's a kind of gentlemanly quality to it. Even though I would say that this is unisex, I would still say that it leans a little bit more masculine, just based on that DNA that reminds us of some of those masculine fougeres from the 90s and the late 80s. But the projection for this thing is beastly. The performance as far as longevity is beastly. I'm talking 8 to 12 hours. If you don't wash your shirt or your coat that you've sprayed it on or applied it to, it's going to last until you wash it. And the fragrance has a beautiful scent trail. I've had strangers compliment this and ask what it is that I'm wearing. If I engage in a conversation with somebody, maybe at a gas station or at the mall or at a bar, and it's received a lot of positive attention. So I think that this fragrance is going to do wonders in the future for its selling point. All in all, this fragrance is wonderful for any occasion, any age, and I feel like it's going to do very well for itself, and I highly recommend it. It really does remind me of fall in a bottle. So if that's something that you're interested in, check this out. I hope to see you all soon, and there's going to be plenty more content being pushed out from us. Thank you all for tuning in, and I will catch you later.